Hey everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sean.
And we watched a movie.
Sure did.
Oh, yes. There's a new movie on Netflix and it is called The Babysitter, Killer Queen. So, due to the very first scene being a flashback to the prior movie, we realized this is a sequel.
It's a sequel.
To a movie we didn't watch.
Called The Babysitter.
Yes, also on Netflix.
Yep.
I feel like you thought we could venture in without much of a prior knowledge of the first one, and you were very correct. This could be a standalone movie as far as I'm concerned. It certainly references the first movie via flashbacks enough that you are fully caught up.
Yeah. Well, and there's not that much.
There's
right?
of course. It is a very standard
shallow,
kind of high school slasher movie. I Know What You Did Last Century.
Yeah.
So, Cole, who survived the last movie, which, shit went down. There was like a blood cult. It involved his babysitter, even though 2 years ago he was still like 14 or 15. Why did he have a babysitter?
Yeah.
His parents, Leslie Bibb and Ken Marino play his parents. Leslie Bibb certainly seems a little neurotic, a little...
Like he would still have a babysitter in this movie?
That's right, yes. Had the satanic cult not taken her out the last movie, or something. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
So he is, 17, he's in high school. This is his new hell. Like, he's survived a slasher movie, and now high school's gonna kill him. And sure, most people have been there at least once. To high school. Cole is played by Judah Lewis. He has a good friend, Melanie, who has been helping him through this, played by Emily Lind. Although, I wondered how good of a friend she was, because it seems she could be backing up his story of this crazy night 2 years ago and really wasn't speaking up on his behalf.
Yeah, and
because everyone thinks he's crazy.
Everyone thinks he's making everything up.
Yes. The school nurse, Big Carl, his parents, like everybody in school thinks he's a total spaz and a freak, and has made up this whole slasher night because there was no evidence.
Yeah, somehow,
even though we see like a literal burning house.
Yeah, they crashed
and a crashed car. Yeah, but there's no evidence. And this girl, who apparently saw the evidence, isn't speaking up on his behalf, but they're still friends.
Well, she wouldn't want to be labeled along with them.
That's true. So I guess I don't have to tell you she's hot. That's why they're still friends. Cole is not, because he wears a corduroy suit.
That's right.
I mean, is this the new, uniform of the uncool kid? I feel like we've seen this in way too many movies now. He wears corduroy for no reason and he trips a lot.
Oh yeah, he's the nerd.
Yep.
I guess because they don't have nerds anymore, so you just have to
because everyone's a nerd, so
yeah.
we have to just decide who's the nerdiest nerd of all.
That's it.
And he's got that uniform.
Yes, he does.
Okay. So he finds out that his parents are about to commit him or something like that.
Yeah, he's gonna go to some kind of psychiatric hospital / school.
So instead he runs away from home with Melanie, which is great. She thinks you just need a break from this.
Just gotta go party at the lake.
Yeah. I mean, Nurse Carl told him to get laid. Yeah. So everyone is, except for his parents.
Professional advice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just get a load off, I see what I accidentally did there.
Yeah.
Sorry. So he goes to the lake with her friends, who are not his type.
No.
And they're a little antagonistic. Yep. They push him for the details that they know. Everybody knows his crazy reputation, and they want details. And then stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
It
is a horror movie. It gets super gory. This is a kind of horror movie that, number one, is not big on horror. It is not scary, it is not tense, it is extremely gory and unintentionally funny. We just watched a really good horror comedy called
Get Duped.
Get Duped on Amazon Prime. This one is not a horror comedy. But it is sometimes quite funny in just how terrible it's being. But in its defense, it is trying to be weird. It is trying to distinguish itself by being out there.
Yeah, it is.
And if that means a video game montage, not a video game montage, how would you say? A live action video game montage, perhaps. Music videos, random music videos in the middle of all the violence.
Yeah.
Sure, take those breaks, break out into whatever you want. McG is doing, if you wondered, where are they now? The same guy who directed all of those nightmarish pop videos in the 90s won an award for Smash Mouth's Walking on the Sun.
Of course.
Would you believe it? Another award for Sugar Ray's Flight, which he helped write, guys. He was responsible for all of those videos. The Offspring's Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Sublime's Santeria. Bare Naked Ladies, 1 week. Fastball's The Way. All of the terrible 90s earworms. Yes. He did them. And now he's working on subpar horror movies for Netflix.
In fairness, I think that was always his dream, and people just stopped giving him work in the late 90s.
Sure, except for Terminator Salvation. I don't know how you forgot that, because this movie reminds us how great Terminator is so many times.
That's true.
How many Terminator references are in this movie?
There's so many.
And that's why.
I forgot about that.
Oh, so you didn't even know how good this movie was.
I didn't even appreciate these references. Sorry, McG.
Oh,
went right over my head.
So, luckily, the new mysterious girl in school, she just, thank goodness they went for a half day to high school, where they met the mysterious new girl, Phoebe, played by Jenna Ortega. And she just happens to also go to the lake with all of the cool kids who are just, without any music, randomly dancing with pool floaties in the parking lot.
That's how raging this party is.
But where did all those people go? Because when night came...
they're all gone.
They were all gone.
The lake is deserted.
There was just the murderers and the murderees. And, Whew. Lots of gore. Lots of
so much.
beheadings. Like full-on beheadings. And this movie had just enough of a budget to not go the way of practical effects or practical makeup. There was some CG.
A lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Oh boy. To be honest, they're having fun with it, and in that way, it was easy for me to just go along with it. It's a ridiculous, but it's trying to be ridiculous. It is embracing the absurdist.
It is.
So that's not necessarily a knock on it. This is not a serious movie. It's not a spoof.
No.
But you couldn't spoof it because it's already so ridiculous. So I take it if you liked the first one, you will like this one.
Probably. They're probably the exact same movie.
More or less. The old blood cult is back for round number 2. And apparently, this can happen every 2 years. They have told us. They have set that.
There's some kind of rules, roughly.
Well, I'm just saying, number 3.
2 years from now. Yes. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And it doesn't even matter if, people died. They can come back. We have learned this. So you might want to be out on the lookout for some familiar faces.
All your favorites, probably. And maybe some that you didn't care for.
True. And don't get attached.
No. They're all gonna die.
Well, they're not all gonna die.
Well, alright. Most.
Somebody's gonna survive.
But who will it be?
Who will it be?
Stay tuned.
Well, flip to Netflix right now. You could do it. You could do it. Are you in this for just a bare-chested Robbie Amell? Done. Are you done it? Are you in for Bella Thorne? Oh, she tumbles around. For sure she does. Hana Lee? Oh, yeah, she's there. Handsome Andrew Bachelor? Oh, he's back, baby. And he's not going to be the first one killed this time. Yeah, no shit. First of all, you're already dead. Second of all, you're playing for the murderer. We know what side you're on. And yet... expect the unexpected. That's the only way to watch this movie. Enjoy it with a whole bunch of salt. You know, bring the margaritas, rim the grains of salt, and you'll be fine. Really, if you're interested in this movie, then you probably already like it.
Yeah, and if you're not interested and you never watched the first one, then stick with it. It's probably working for you.
You know what? Yeah, there's no prerequisites here.
No.
It really isn't. So yeah, if you're in the mood for an undemanding horror movie that doesn't ask for much, doesn't give much.
They call it a McG.
Yeah, that's right. He's back, baby,
He's
and
back.
he's on Netflix. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Happy watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.